Guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of OilTown here in City Skylines 2, where last episode was interesting. We fixed a few problems, we sorted out some stuff, but mainly we built a huge metropolis on this island, which looks kind of ridiculous, but there we are. When a nation like OilTown has the kind of money OilTown has, they start to do crazy things, and those crazy things are not going to end, because today we are going to do something wild. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, if you are enjoying this series so far, please make sure you smash the like button down below. And I will say this series is going to be coming to an end soon, and a new City Skylines series will be taking over. So if you're not subscribed, do so right now so you will be notified when it does drop. But we've been trying to fix an issue. Now, it's a battle that I have been facing for a very long time, and that is unemployment, because no matter what I do to unemployment, no matter how many jobs I provide, people keep moving in. So it's like a battle that I'm never going to win. Until today. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I'm going to reclaim some land. I'm going to create my very own artificial island, and I'm going to go a little bit crazy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the signature buildings and place down as many of them as I can, because they provide a lot of jobs. But more importantly, they provide the right kind of jobs. I need more poorly educated, and potentially uneducated jobs. So, I can fill those spots because that is where we currently maxed out on. Now, I can't educate everybody. We did drop a bunch of schools down in the last episode, but as quickly as I created the capacity is as quickly as they do fill it. So it is going to be quite interesting. So, the first thing I've got to do is locate where I'm going to be placing down our reclaimed island. And there's a couple of different areas I can pretty much pick from, but I want to kind of keep it a little bit out of the way. Easy to access, and when I say easier to access, I mean like for public transport. And I think this will be a good area over here. We do have a subway line that tears through the oil industry, which we can kind of connect to. And I kind of want to reconfigure this 4-lane road, which is being utilized for nothing. Okay? I can finally utilize it for something interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build one over here. I'm actually going to delete this oil drilling area and then replace it down once I've extended the road. But let's first focus on buying some new tiles. So if I buy you, and I go to there, how much is that going to cost me? That's going to cost me only 15 mil? Oh, that's chump change. That really is chump change. There we go. We've now got so much room and for activities and all that jazz. So let's just go to the landscaping, level the terrain, and let's kind of pick a level. So I'm not really too sure how high to make it. I could kind of take the height of the airport kind of land here, which is 3.7 meters. I don't know whether that's good or bad. And if I choose to then just kind of create a circle here, and I should really up the brush strength. Increase the brush size. There we go. So, how big does the island need to technically be? Well, to answer that, I truly don't know. I suppose it's dependent on how many buildings I want to get in. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a long rectangle here. Actually, we'll make it a little bit chunkier. There we go, boys. Bring this all the way down. And I'm going to bring a road leading over, and then we'll decide what buildings are going to be best for us. And then that might determine the size of the island that I create. So if now we look at this, so if I get rid of this, it's going to be sad to see this go, because it does provide a lot of jobs, but I've got to do some configurations. I'm now going to quickly pause and delete the bend. And what I'm going to do next is get the 4-lane road and just simply extend it, and then bring this, there we go, into its old crisscross, which does mean that I can then readjust this, which we're going to have to use any key for it. So if I get rid of all the bends there we go, and then bring it right into it, get rid of you, la-dee-da. So, I might get rid of this road to extend that to fill up to that area, and I can either build another oil well or extend this one to fill this. It still provides the same amount of jobs because it fills the same surface area. But we shall see. We shall see. So if I get this then and just kind of build this going all the way over. Now, it does drop down, okay? It does drop down. So as you can see there. Theoretically, it'll be nice to kind of elevate it. And I reckon if I kind of stick to the elevation first and foremost there. And I get now the option to build a bridge. So I can either go for the Grand Bridge, which I don't think is a bad idea, and go like that, up and over, and then bring it down to its natural level. So if I bring it down to about there, and then just bring this going straight. Right, nothing too crazy there. I know it doesn't look like it's completely aligned, because this is the way I've just technically built it. But we can reposition all of this moving forward. So let me just now get all the original stuff on the main island done. So if I delete you to there, is the road connection a part of this? Was the road connection's here, so technically it doesn't really mess around with this area. So if I put you right into the corner, and then I can then sort out all the edges. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, and then bring this now coming down. There we go. That will do me. Right. And then this one, if I can quickly drag it, we're going to bring this going down here. So we'll kind of do a couple little sections there. Once I've done this, then I can kind of claim that this is then pretty much done, right? Right, to there. Bring you into here. Run you all the way down. Hold on. There we go. And then bring you all the way over to here. And then you all the way to there. And then get rid of that one. There we go. So it's like nothing ever happened, okay? And I can go back into play mode. It's like nothing happened on the main island. That will then eventually bounce back. And we continue, baby. Right. That does look like a very awkward alignment, but hear me out. Hear me out. So we've got a couple of options then for the types of buildings that I want to place down. And I mainly want to focus them around the oil industry still. I don't really want to kind of take away from that. So I've got a bunch of buildings over here, so we can kind of see what we've got here. The vehicle factory offers 363 employees. The oil refinery, 328. The fuel plant, 412. The chemical plant, 233. And the farmer, 125. I do have a server farm here, but that doesn't really mean much to us. So out of all of it, I believe it's the fuel plant that does give us the most jobs. Now, I will do a little bit of everything, but it'll be nice to kind of have the ability just to spam place down a bunch of this stuff. So, don't worry about the alignment. Actually, no, I will worry about the alignment right now. I will worry about it. Let's create our little system. So, I'm thinking... Actually, how big is the building first? That's kind of important for the chemical plant. Is it the I've already forgotten which one it was. It was the fuel plant. Seniac, come on, boy. Sort your head out right now, mate. It's actually not too big. And I don't know whether to kind of build it this way or build it like this. Maybe building it like this is probably the better option. So if I was to place this down, for example, here. Now, this is going to literally determine the whole alignment, okay? This is literally going to determine the whole alignment. So if I go and do this here, right? Bear with me a second. Bear with me a second, boys. Go to our normal road here. And then just drag this up. Bring it down to there. Just leave that for a hot minute. Get a second one. And place you there. I've now got to figure out the space in between each and how it backs onto one another. So that goes there at 1, 2, 2. Oh, is it? Wait, hold on. Is it as simple as that? If it is, this has made my life... No. Okay. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Right, delete you. Oh, no, because I've got to kind of take into account the road connection. Right, ignore me. Let me turn Anarchy off, by the way. So, 256 is what it maybe could be. No. Seniac, you've got that wrong as well. Right, once I figured it out, boys, we are Gucci. Ooh. Is it a 240? It is a 240. Okay. Right, it's a 240 and continue. 240. Right, just, again, bear with me a second, boys. Bear with me a second. Right, 240. And bam. Right, this is gonna be ridiculous when I'm finished with this. 240 and bam. 240. I'm going a little bit too... Oh, wait, hold on. No, I'm doing it okay. I thought I was messing up then for a second. I don't know why. I've completely lost my marbles. Right, and bam. How far are we taking this? I'm going to take it all the way to the end. I will take it all the way to the end right now. A 240. And then bam. So we've built an artificial kind of industrial workers island is what we've kind of trying to accomplish here. So if I then build all these going down, there should be no issues, no problemos, and each one provides 412 jobs. So that means I've had a grand total of 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, hold on. 15. Hold on. 16. So if my calculations are correct, and they're never correct right now, that is 16 times 400, 10 times 4 is 4,000, 6 times 4 is 8, hold on, 8, 16, 21, that's 6,100 jobs, minimum. Right, guys, right? Yeah. But this is mainly well-educated and highly educated. So this completely goes against what I was saying earlier about I need to provide the right type of jobs. So it's not fully completing what I need to complete, but this is just the first step of many of the jobs that I am going to provide. So we delete you for a quick second. I have an alignment of some sorts kicking in. So let's do the next set, okay? This is going to be a little bit ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be ridiculous. Now, the car plant provides jobs for educated, so that kind of goes down a step. The oil refinery provides jobs for educated as well. It's only the fuel plant that doesn't. The chemical plant provides educated jobs as well. So it's all the other stuff. And the farmer? It's all the other ones, apart from the farmer, that provide jobs for educated, but we can get more zoning down. We can also do zoning on this island as well. Now, we're going to quickly finalize all the road connections at a later date in terms of how it looks going around all the buildings. But let's move on to the next type of building. So if I did chemical plant next, now these are a little bit of a different size. Now, what I need to do here is also kind of work with the road layout. So we're going to drop down the 4-lane road, and I reckon we come off this. Where do you reckon the best way to do it is? Do I kind of create or work with a 4-lane road like this that tears up into the middle? Or do I do it so far and allow it to bend? It all depends on how kind of crazy I want this to kind of be. So I reckon I'm going to bring it to about here on this section just there. Okay. And we're going to connect to this every so often. So I'll do a connection here. All right. There we go. Actually, I'll do it to there. Yep. We'll do it to there. And I'll do another one then here. So I'm missing one. And then, oh, okay. That actually works out pretty perfect. Run this all the way down. Like that. Very good, very good. So we got the main dragger road, and only this 4-lane road here will connect to it. Now, I will delete a lot of these roads, so don't think they're going to be staying there. And then we just bring you in like this, and then we have a simplistic connection to begin with. Right, let's go for the next type of building. So it will kind of differentiate because the alignment is set upon the buildings that we've just built. But if I just quickly drop these down right now, this is where we slowly start to come away from the beautiful alignments and layouts. So these are chemical plants. If I drop one there, one there, one there, one there. Oh, and we don't have this one. Okay, that one's fine for just a minute. I could squeeze in one here, but we're going to hold out. We're going to try and see if we can also implement... Oh, that's a really big building. Additional buildings. So we've got the farm, we've got the oil refinery, which is quite a big building as well. But what we can do, whatever gaps and spaces we have, we can place down zoned industry. So we are going to go to here. Actually, we're going to go a little bit further and we'll drop another section down. Oh, hello, you didn't place yourself down, did you? No sirree. No sirree. Right, where is the chemical plants? Oh, wait, the alignments change. Oh, no, it's the same alignments. What am I talking about? I thought I did the alignments the wrong way round then for a second. Going up to there. And then what we'll do is we'll completely go around it. Because whatever nook and cranny we then have available, we're going to do zoned industry. And that's another way in which we can kind of maximize the amount of jobs just in general. Now, it is a lot of industry. I will throw that out. It is a lot of industry that we're going to be having. And I've got to keep expanding and keep reclaiming as much land as I possibly can. So we're going to go across here. There we go. And then can I throw in... I don't think I'm going to get it unless I utilize this style of road. There we go. To place down some of this zoned industry. Bam, bam, throw it in. A lot of this won't actually build because I don't have all the utilities hooked up as of right now. So, do you reckon I should hook them up right now? I mean, they're actually getting people working here. My unemployment was about 7%. It's down now to 6%. We should maybe look at doing the utilities first and foremost. So, utility-wise, if I just get it to go and hook up, let's just say, right, can I anarchy it just for it to work? Right, let me go there to there because I know they're not going to change. They should have power, right? Yeah, they've got power coming over. And they've got the basic stuff that they require. So they can at least for now work, if that makes sense. Right, this 4-lane road here, I can either choose to bring it up a little bit further, or I kind of wanted to create like a big loop where this eventually comes round and connects to the end of this. So with that said, if I'm going to go down that road, I get it, go down that road because I'm building a road. That was a terrible joke. Right, that would be 2, 3, 2. Well, that's not the correct bend, is it? I need a 90 degree. There we go. There we go. That is our beginning of our bend, to which that road can then run forward. Yeah. Yeah. Right, very good. Actually, no. Scrap that. Scrap that completely. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to align it off this. Okay, this will make sense now. So if I put you there and just brought you just to there for a quick second, where does this match instead? So that is a 168. We'll go with that instead, because I can then build the big vehicle plants over here, because them ones are massive, aren't they? Oh, oil refinery. I forgot about the oil refinery, didn't I? Right. Where is it? The vehicle factory. Look at the size of this building. Oh my goodness me. So this is where we now need to start thinking about reclaiming a little bit more land. So I'll take it a little bit further out. And we're going to go up until it completely messes up with my terraining. Now, I know what you're thinking, Seniac. This is getting slightly out of hand right now. And you will be right. It is. Oh, my goodness me. Landscaping in this game is terrible. It really is. As soon as your mouse goes over the hole, there you go. It drops down like that. Just stay normal, game. Just stay normal. And this kind of texture issue is annoying as well. Right, enough complaining. All I hear is a whiny little Seniac right now. Okay, right. Build that there. Build that there. We're going to do a gap just here. And then we're going to place down another vehicle factory. And we're going to do another gap just here. All right, so I've got 2 just there. We'll come back to the next ones in just a moment. We can try and mimic it, which might be a good idea. The vehicle factory does provide educated jobs as well, which is good to see. But I want to try and finalize this vehicle loop-de-loop. Now, I could base this off having another 2 there and then a row coming down of all of these. But it depends on how wide that's going to truly be. So if that's there, and then a 2 gap there for the road would be like this. And then from there, I've got to build a row down the side. So let's say that would continue. Oh, that didn't work, did it? And that goes up. So that road there is leveling off that. So that will kind of sort out my alignment, which means that this road coming down... How far can I take this? That road coming down there is this road here on the outskirts, which then I can set up this going straight across. Which works out quite perfect, right? As this then bends down here. Hold on, I'm going to sneeze. Damn! I'm allergic to reclaiming land. This could work out really well. So the bend actually takes place here. So that would go down this way. So in reality, I could actually do this pretty good. So that would go there. And then all I've got to do... 168. I remember the 168, by the way. 168 by 168. And then we've got our big 4-lane loop where this will kind of bend into it. Right. That, I mean, without extending the other bits of land, this would also allow me to then see what space I've got available for this intersection. And now it's not just a boring grid. I've got a diagonal. He has a diagonal road, boys. He has a diagonal road. Right, that will do me. Actually, I should have made it go this way. Right, bring that to there. We're not on bendy-wendy mode. Right, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I've got a loop. I can now get on with it, boys. I can now get on with it. So we're going to bring this road now going completely across. Is this OCD to the next level? Oh! Well, that didn't work, did it? This could be OCD to a whole new level. Right, that's all straight. But that's not straight? There's no way in this world where the alignment does not align. Oh, do you know what doesn't help? Having anarchy turned on. Seniac, you've got to turn anarchy off full. It's my biggest pain and a key right now. Right, run this all the way down. How in the world is this not... Don't be annoying. Just City Skylines things, guys. Just City Skylines things. There we go. There we go. Just City Skylines things. Right, stop. He's whining again. He's whining again. Right, so these are chemical plants and it's active signature buildings. Chemical plant, where are you? That would go there and that would go there and that would obviously go here and here. And then we build going around it. There we go. And that obviously connects to there. But clearly it doesn't connect to there. That runs up to there. And that goes in. And that goes there. How? Like, at what point did I come off a grid? At what point did I come off a grid? Did anybody see this? It could be that that road is built with anarchy. I did not come off a grid. Stop lying, game. Stop lying right now. Right, so then these go here. Which I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the next set in. I should be able to. There should be plenty of space. Oh, that's not moved over enough. Wait, what? Oh, 'cause it actually doesn't face that way. It actually doesn't face that way. So how far does this come up? Right, that into there. That into there. If I run this going all the way up. There we go. Into there. Okay, right, we've got it. I say it every time we've got it. We've never got it. But I do say it every time. Right, they're all in. And then I've just got to do this road leading into here for a little bit of zoning. It's not the best zoning at this point, but it will do. It will do. We've got so many jobs over here. We have to bring so much public transport. It's going to be ridiculous. I'll make the island look nice eventually. Don't worry about that, fools. Don't worry about that right now. I've got to extend it over a little bit more again. So to do this, we got to bring it up and down. There we go. Now, is that enough to do what I need it to do? So if I brought this coming down right now, I've got to bring it down. I forgot the numbers. 240. There we go. Now I remembered them. But will I remember the rest? Probably not. Because the issue is I've already built this. If I get rid of this road and then build them at my 240 indications, 240 going down. That one's self-explanatory, right? Yeah. 240 and then down. It's a perfectly flat road. How? Right, let's just calm down. Let's all calm down here. Let's all just calm down here, boys. Right, 240 and then down. Okay, so that's all good. I've got to do one here somewhere, don't I? So let me just delete this and bring this 240 nonsense down. Okay, so what were they again? They were fuel plants. I don't know why I'm going so heavy on fuel plants. I don't know. Don't ask me why, because I do not know. But this is an extra 6,000 jobs just in these alone. Again, it is the wrong type of job, but with that job availability, people are being educated, so they can eventually get to the levels to be able to work here. They can eventually. So I've got fuel plants, I've got chemical plants, I've got vehicle factories. What do I not have right now? Oil refineries is one I do not have. So let me delete... Oh no, don't delete that road, because that road actually comes up to a connection there. So oil refineries, if I do one there, if I do another one right next door, another one right next door. Okay, I'm going to then do a perimeter road. And do it right in the middle, just for no particular reason. For connectivity, guys, that's what it is, connectivity. Right down the middle. For zoning. Okay. Fit all this in. It's not perfect, but that's not my fault, guys. That's a game issue. That's the game's issue, okay? Leave me alone. Don't bully me right now. Don't bully me. That is a lot of stuff over here, isn't it? It's also a lot of pollution on this island alone. So a bunch of oil refineries, which is great. So what else have I also not got? The farmer I've not got in. I mean, they do. It provides so much more boost, doesn't it? All this stuff. How big's a farmer? It's of relative size. We kind of also might need to think about creating a few more connections to utilize the 4-lane road. Otherwise, the 4-lane road at this point is pointless. So connections down there, connections down there. We can actually get rid of the excess road here. Because the connections are there. Connections, connections, connections. Do I need one in the middle to come down here? I'm going to say yes. I know it doesn't align to that, but that doesn't matter at this point. Actually, it's very weird how the alignment does work. Oh, snap. I've just realized I've gone wider on this side than I have on this side. How did that happen? Right, we don't question it, guys. Don't say a damn word right now. You see nothing. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. I don't know how that's happened. Right, god damn it. Okay, so unemployment at this moment in time is a grand total. It's actually gone up, okay? Unemployment has gone up. Now, is that because more people are moving in? Yes. They don't want to stop moving in. They don't want to stop moving in right now. No matter how many jobs I provide. Again, like I said, it is the wrong type of job. Don't get me wrong. It is the wrong type of job. Obviously, like, these type of industries provide relatively good uneducated jobs, but it's not the quantities that we require. Now, we can place down, and we do probably need to place down, like, a lot more commercial stuff. Now, when it comes to commercial, right, the zoning's great and all that jazz, but is there any signature buildings that provide a high amount of jobs? So if I just get right in for just a minute here, if I go to, like, the standard ones, the capacitor building, that provide... Oh, good God, that provides 350 jobs. Up to educate... That is a small building for what that does. Right, guys. Let me just kind of get a little bit OTT, okay? Let me just get a little bit OTT. I don't know what the capacitor building does, but right now it provides a lot of jobs. Commercial jobs. That went wrong, didn't it? this is... I've completely lost my mind right now, and I'm just doing anything to provide jobs. Right, that's all in there. That will boost a lot of stuff, by the way, as well. Just throwing it out there. So it provides a lot of educated jobs right now. And are they filling those spots? Are they? Because we got 4,000 more jobs for highly educated. Wow. 15,000 more for the well-educated. We've got loads of availability for educated. So I just need to find poorly educated and uneducated jobs at this point. That's what I need to find next. So unemployment is 7.3%. So let me see if I can find just poorly educated jobs. So let me just place down a bunch of these buildings here. And just see where we can kind of benefit from. So these provide 114... poorly educated, okay, but it's not the mass numbers I'm expecting. Oh, the Square Center is the one I'm looking at right now. Right, Square Center. Forget the rest, Square Center. Right, pause a hot min. The Square Center. Okay, it's time to go over the top again. Don't judge me. I just want to see if I can reduce it. Okay, I've got to bring public transport over here as well. That's going to be like another headache. So they provide... I mean, that's if they get rented out, these buildings. They do. 142 poorly educated jobs. Which, when we take a look at the work availability right now, you can see... We've increased the capacity on it, and the positions will slowly get filled. So you can see that number now going up. There was 1,000 open positions, but that's now closed down. It's closing down pretty rapidly. To the point where that's going to be filled up shortly. And it's about to finalize. Now that's good, because that would have now provided... Like I said, a little bit more employment, and it's gone down. So I've got all the open positions for when everybody is educated. I've just now got to go a little bit OTT. So actually, guys, it turns out the Square Center was actually pretty good. I'm sure there's probably other better buildings, but this building right now is pretty... If I can get 10, that's an extra 1,000, what, 400 jobs or whatever it was for the poorly educated. Alright, keep this going. Alright, we'll put a few on this side. Right, we need public transport, otherwise or no one is getting to work. Okay. We can all agree that this is ridiculous, right? I think we can all agree that this is ridiculous, and I've completely lost my mind. We can all agree this. It's actually kind of starting to lag my game pretty hard. But that now gives us 24,500 poorly educated jobs. So what it also does is, it means that when the poorly educated jobs were kind of filled, if there was someone poorly educated who then needed a job, they can't take the educated, well-educated, highly educated. They could take uneducated if there was an open position. So that means now it moves all the... It actually creates a load of open spots for uneducated, as the poorly educated then move up into this category. And as they get educated, they then move up here, opening more spots. So that's all it is. It's just kind of creating availability. That's ultimately all we technically need to do. Now, that is getting filled pretty quick to the point where that is going to be all kind of closed off shortly. Unemployment's down to 5.8%. So I think this game does one thing wrong, and it doesn't provide us the ability to create larger capacities for those types of positions in the game. Now, I could check other types of buildings, like you look at this building here, how many jobs does this building provide? Once we press play. 1,000. Oh, good God. Okay, that is a lot of a better building. Right. That is a better building. Where in the world do I squeeze a load of these down? Clearly it's got to be over here, hasn't it? Right, okay, so let's go and be a little bit more ridiculous and put you there. So what I'm going to do here is just go a little bit over the top right now with these buildings. Now, I didn't realize these China supermarkets were going to be absolutely crazy right now. So that there is... I mean, where would the gap be? So if that is there... 1, 2, 3, 4... I think it's about here. If I've got this right, I'm an absolute genius, okay? I've got that right. I'm an absolute genius. I had to do some quick math in my head. Right. Put you there, and there, and there. Right. Please tell me, with just these in alone, if I just kind of stop looking at it, it will stop lagging. This has provided us with, once them buildings are rented out, if they get rented out, will they? I'm waiting for them to get rented out. Wait, they're not getting rented out. Okay, this has gone against everything I just did. This has gone against me now. Is it because the area is not green with shoppers? It might be. So what I could do is actually go ahead and place down a vehicle factory. Let's just say I drop one just, for example, here. Right, this has not gone to plan, boys. This has not gone to plan. This has not gone to plan. Right, pause again. Right, do they get rented out? I didn't think this one through, did I? I didn't think this one through. It's not within an area that is suitable to be rented out as a building. Damn. Son. The building is available for rent. So, how do I put this? Rented out. I mean, are all these being rented? These are all being rented. Which is good to see. But I needed these ones to kind of be rented out. These ones provide us with exactly what we require. Right, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring this road coming down there. Go back to our industry. Oh. Oh, hold on. Are they now renting? Now they're renting out. Right, okay, so now they're starting to slowly rent out. That number then, for the poorly educated, should then increase. It should then slowly increase the numbers. But I might have to wait a little bit longer before this stuff happens and changes. Because with placing down all these buildings, it does then... I mean, my game was running slow anyway, but now it's going to run extra slow. Definitely 100% going to run extra slow. Right, signature buildings. See, not all of them are being rented out right now. It's only when they go purple or this pinky colour that they're being rented. Right, that's not a problem. That is not a problem. I'm going to squeeze down some more refineries. Just to kind of like trick it into thinking there's more workers within the vicinity. You know what I mean? Tricking the game into thinking there's more workers in the vicinity. Bookshop. If I drop down another square center, does this... They get rented out instantly. What was this over here? It was the shopping mall, wasn't it? What if I placed it in the heart of all of this? No, they don't really want to know. Okay? They don't really want to know about this. But having done all this, this just shows us how ridiculous this is at this point. Having done all that, my unemployment has only gone down to 5%. Having done all of this, don't you think that this is a little bit ridiculous? Now, yes, I do need to provide public transport. Don't get me wrong. I do need to provide that. And we are now stressing out the power supply. I'm going to bring over our own capacitors. Our own transformer stations. So if I drop one there, and I'm going to drop one just here. So underground. Bam. And bam. This will take off a lot of heat for this area. And any more buildings rented out? Not yet. We might have too many buildings. Too many buildings here at this point. But we've done all we can. I think another extra building's been rented out because that number's now increased for the poorly educated. It's now just a case of getting them educated. We have everything down for our disposal. But the one thing that's an issue is more people keep moving in. Where are they living? I'm sure I filled up all the housing right now at this point. Where are they living? I don't know. Now, we do have some commercial demands, which I can also spend. So we're going to throw a couple of these little tiles down here. Throw all that in there. Throw a bunch over here as well. Spend whatever demand we have on this island. I don't even know what this island is anymore. Okay? I don't know what this island is anymore. It is an abomination, to say the least. An abomination. Yikes. But that is all demands spent, almost. I ain't doing residential. We've got too much of it. We've got too much of the residential right now at this point. So it's all on them. It's all on them at this point. Do what you need to do. I don't want to take part in this shenanigans anymore. But unemployment, 5.4%. It's a battle I will never win, solely because they will not stop people moving in. That is the downside of creating a utopia. Right, that is the worst thing I've ever decided to do in this series. But it just shows you how ridiculous things need to be. My production, as of right now, should be quite high. Yes, we now have a surplus of petrochemicals, which we never had before. Quite a big surplus, might I add. And we are producing more than we've ever produced before. So much, in fact, that we've now got a deficit of oil, because we're now using all our oil, require more oil. So what is OilTown without its own oil? It's just a town, isn't it, guys? It's just a town. Until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.